yeah, the corruption is really deep there. With regards to the refuge, it was an empty building. You know, it wasn't like they ran in there with guns drawn and running people out of there. It was an empty building. Matter of fact, the damage was done by the employees or whomever it was with BLM. You know, we found that the Indian, Paiute artifacts that were, you know, close to being destroyed. You know, they went in and were actually cleaning the place up because, in all honesty, whoever was there in charge of that certainly didn't do a very good job. And I applaud them for the people coming together and actually having and renaming it to the Harney County Resource Center, because that's exactly what it should be. You know, then the people can go in there and look at the documents and find and see exactly what's going on. I know I had observed some of the documents where it showed that dispatch records, and it had amounts of $1,800 to $1,200 going to the sheriff for dispatch call. Now, I don't know, is he double dipping or what? You know, with regards to that, why would he be paid a dispatch fee, you know, for a call going out there when indeed he's the sheriff anyway, and he's getting paid to do his job?
Right.
So then you got this judge who seems to be sitting on just about every single commission or department. You know, it's like he's like a little dictator himself.
Right. Did you go to the funeral?
No, I wasn't able to go to the funeral. I had friends who did go to the funeral.
Okay, and
we were there with them in spirit for sure.
Right, and that's why I did that video, because you know, I try to do those videos because, you know, obviously Pete Santilli's situation, but you know, you said something a while back, or back up a little bit, when you said something about you know, what they were doing at the refuge. They were working together, and I'm sure you got the same message I did when we talked before about, you know, how the energy off those guys just was such a great energy, and that's something that I heard from I believe it was Victoria's mother, Victoria Sharp's mom, at the middle school, when she said that her last conversation with Lavoie the day he died, you know, he said what he wanted to see was fellowship.
Yep.
That's what he wanted.
I had the opportunity that day that he was murdered. Actually, I saw those guys that afternoon, both Ammon and Lavoie. And yeah, those guys, their demeanor, there was just something about their presence. You know, they were pure and true with what they were wanting to accomplish. Not just there wasn't anything selfish about these guys at all. You know, people were coming and going from the refuge without any incident whatsoever. People were donating, you know, food and everything to, being very supportive. So for those that were saying that the community that was against them, that's just an outright lie. You know, that's not what I witnessed anyway. So.
You're right. Well, is there any message you want to give to the listeners out there to the Pete Santilli show? Because, like I said before, I'm strictly doing this for him and Deb, and for the support that they're going to need here soon with court fees coming. So that's why I'm doing this, to help him out, and these will hopefully get uploaded on his YouTube here today. That's what we're working out right now. So.
Sure. Yeah. Well, just the fact that everything that those guys were doing was they were presenting what was true. You know, I stand with them in all that they were doing. I still stand with what was happening with Ammon. You know, all those guys are wrongfully incarcerated, and I would just ask that the people out there do write letters in support of them. I mean, I think morally it would be very uplifting for those that are wrongfully incarcerated. It would show the support, and again, I think it would also show that for those that are working within the government, you know, and I try to say, if people just stop saying that anti-government, because that's what the mainstream media wants everyone to be the mantra, so to speak. The people are the government. All political power is inherent in the people, and it's time that the de facto government and the people working within that system
Okay, awesome.
I would also add that for people to take a look at WeThePeopleCommon-Law-Grand-Jury.com.
Right, and that's exactly what this is about, is education as well. I think that's what the message they were trying to send out, because, I don't know if you know this, I was on my way back out there the day that Lavoie was killed, and I went back for the education because I was actually learning something, and they killed my teacher.
Well, yeah, you know what, and it's just so sad, that it happened that way, because Lavoie was a great spokesman, and knowledge is power, and that's what he was presenting to the people, that to get back and, there used to be civics, I remember that, and I can say that because I've well, I got a few years on you, but that was really key, and that's left. You don't have that anymore. So when you have people like Lavoie, and you have those like Ammon that's been out there trying to educate people with regards to the proper role of government, and that's really what it amounts to. So I think we're really fortunate to have had those people in our lives.
Right.
And I believe the founding fathers would be very proud of what is happening, and for those of us that are standing up for what is true and right.
Right. You're absolutely right. All right, Lee. Well, I'm gonna stay on the line because I do want to. I would love to talk to you more, and I know when Pete's able to talk, I'm sure he would love to talk to you as well. Because you do bring a lot to the table, and I did see you out there, and you knew what was real and what wasn't real, and I think people at home need to start understanding that this isn't a joke, and there's still 4 people out there right now, and their lives are on the line for our freedoms right now.
That's right. And they're standing up. I mean, that's an individual choice that they make, and I think there comes a time in all of our lives where we have to make an individual choice of which side of the fence we're going to be on. And I think, and I pray that the people out here really recognize that for what it is. Not let the mainstream media create this division among us. It shouldn't be a matter of what color or what race, what religion. Ultimately, what is happening and what those people that are incarcerated stood for affects all of us. And
right.
I think each of us individually need to own up to that and step up to the plate.
Right. Well, and also let people know how to get a hold of you if they want to talk to you as well.
Sure. Yeah. Guys, if you go to my Facebook page, you can send me a personal message on my Facebook page, Lee Arthur Rice II. You can also reach out to me on thepeopleofidaho.com. And as far as my number's out there too, but if you research me, you'll find me. And I'll be more than happy to speak with you. Okay,
awesome. I really appreciate you doing this, Lee, and I'm going to try to get Shuff on. I think I talked him into it, so he's a great guy, but I'll leave that for him to speak for himself. All right, Lee. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this recording, and I'll chat with you here for a minute so I can get this uploaded up on Pete's channel. And once again, guys, help Pete and Deb out. Please, they're gonna need assistance. I know all those guys are, but please help Pete out at thePeteSantilliShow.com/donate. And I am leaving now with Lee Arthur Rice II. Thanks a lot, Lee.
That's great. Thank you, Dallas. Appreciate you.